Hi, welcome to Alice's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making a chocolate cake. This one is a bit long because I'm making the cake as well as icing the cake. So if you just want to learn the icing, there's timestamps in the description box. You can just skip over to the icing. There's lots of ingredients involved in this one, but everything is listed in the description box for you. You can bring your own cake and let's get icing together. First, you want to mix your dry ingredients together. So you sieve 2 cups flour. That's all-purpose flour. That's the one that I used. 2 teaspoons baking powder, 1 teaspoon soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 3/4 cup of cocoa. And then you just want to sieve that together. Just nice and slow so you don't have the flour flying out. Nice and slow. And then up next we'll add some sugar, and I adjusted mine because I don't like my cakes too sweet. So instead of using 1.5 cups as the recipe says, I used 1 cup of sugar. So you can adjust the sugar to suit your taste buds. So you want to now add your sugar, just sieve it through as well in there. Next, you want to get a clean bowl where you're going to mix your wet ingredients together. So I've got 1 cup milk. Put your milk, 1/2 cup oil, and this is just any normal cooking oil that you use in your house. You've got your 3 eggs that you've cracked, and you've got your 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And then once you've got everything in there, you want to mix it together. And now you've got your mixer ready. You're just going to mix at low speed. You just mix together the ingredients just at low speed so you don't have the flour flying out. Yeah, and then if you've got a cover for your mixer, you want to pop that in so it makes it easy for you to pour your wet ingredients. So whilst it's mixing, I'm just going to gently pour in my wet ingredients, nice and slow so you don't have it splattering. Yeah, that's it. You want to pour it in and have your mixer mixing at low speed. Now you can increase the speed a little bit so that everything is just well incorporated. And now you add 1 cup hot coffee. And I used 1 teaspoon in there to mix the coffee. Then now you've got your mixer just mixing and your butter is ready. So you want to take off, remove your mixer, your cover. Then you just use a spatula to scrape everything down into the mixer and just stir in to just make sure that everything has been mixed nicely. Scrape the side, just go all the way down to the bottom to just make sure there's no flour, there's nothing sticking on there. Now you've got your baking tins ready, lined up with parchment paper. You want to pour out your butter in there. It's just half into each tin. I used the measurement mark on my mixer. So you pour out half into each. You can use any tin of your choice. It doesn't matter. And then you pour out the other half into the other tin. Make sure you scrape everything out. Every bit matters. You don't want to waste any of your ingredients. So scrape everything, and I'm just going to add a bit more to the first one. Then once these are ready, they're going to go into my oven, which has been preheated at 180 degrees. And I use top and bottom with a fan. So this one varies according to your oven. You just want to adjust it to suit your oven. So pop them into the oven. And you want to close it, and they're going to be in there for 30 minutes. And whilst they're in there, we're going to be getting our icing ready. We're using the mascarpone frosting. Oh, now they're ready. Taking them out already. Look at that. Then you leave them in the tin for 30 minutes so they can completely cool. Now I'm getting my icing ready. That's 100 grams of Oreo biscuits. I've popped them in the NutriBullet so they can crush. Yep, you want them to be nice and fine. Look at that. They are ready. They look like powder. Oh, I can't wait. Now you've got your thickened cream. Some countries call it heavy cream. You've got your mascarpone, and you need 500 mils of that thickened cream. So now I pour it out into my cups to measure. There you go, I've got it. And I've got a cup of my icing sugar. Again, I've adjusted this. So now you open your tub of mascarpone. It's already 250 grams, so no need to measure this one. Just scrape everything out. You don't want to waste. Make sure you put everything in there. Everything just goes into the mixer. Scrape everything out. And you pour in your thickened cream, your 2 cups. Yeah, there it goes. You scrape that again. I don't like wasting, so I want to make sure every single bit goes in there. 2nd cup going in. My icing sugar, just a cup. And I've got 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence. You can use vanilla bean paste for this one. So the vanilla essence goes in, and now you want to mix that. You start off at low speed so it doesn't splash out, just for about a minute. Then you increase your speed. Then you want to have that mixing for about 3 to 4 minutes until it's nice and thick. You want that consistency that you can use to spread easily. As you can see there, it's getting thicker. We keep mixing at high speed. It'll be in there for about 4 minutes. That's it. It's getting nice and thick now. Oh, I just want to dip my finger in there and lick some of that. It's nice and thick, as you can see. Now you just fold in your Oreo biscuits. I just used 100 grams. You can adjust that depending on how dark you want your icing to be. So now you fold that in. Just fold it in nicely. Have that ready. I can't wait to put that on the cake. And now I've got my spatula ready. I am ready to just ice this bad boy. There you go. You're putting your icing and then you spread it out nicely. Gently spreading it out. Oh, yum. It looks delicious. Right. Just nicely. There you go. So I went with the chocolate cake. You can use any cake of your choice. You can use a vanilla cake, just whatever you like. I wanted to learn my icing for this one, especially the dripping that I'm going to do. So that's why I made this cake. So you can go with any cake of your choice. So nicely spread out your icing. Don't worry, I'm going to have all the ingredients is down in the description, and we'll also have timestamps. So if you are just interested in the icing, just skip all the way to the icing. Still spreading it out. Oh, nice. Nice. And my scraper didn't arrive on time, so I'm just going to improvise on this one just to make the edges smooth. I'll just use a bit of warm water. Look at that. I'm just making my edges smooth now. I used a bit of warm water. Nice. So now when I've got my scraper, it'll be even smoother than this. Now I've got my chocolate that I'm going to use for the ganache. I've got 100 grams. I just bought a normal dark chocolate. I don't like the bitter taste of the cooking chocolate. So you want to break it up into tiny pieces so it's easy for you to melt. So there you've got it. I'm just breaking it up, and I'll use a knife to just chop it up a little bit to make the pieces small so it's easy to melt. So just be careful. You don't want to cut yourself. So slowly and gently, just be careful. Just be careful not to cut yourself. Oh, it's such a pain, but I've got to be patient because I want to enjoy this cake tonight with a cup of tea. Now you add 100 ml of thickened cream. That's the remainder from the one that I used for the icing. Pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds. You don't want to make it too hot, so just 30 seconds to start with, and then you check it. Just stir it a little bit to make sure that all the chocolate is melted. If it's not, you want to pop it back, but not too long this time. So I just popped mine back 5 seconds at a time, and you keep taking it out and stirring to make sure that all the chocolate has melted. Oh, look at that. Nice and smooth. Oh, just feel like getting a spoon and putting some of that in my mouth. Looks so delicious. Look at that. Oh, nice consistency as well. Now you want to get your bag That's an icing bag, or you can use a plastic bag. As you can see, I'm just using a normal plastic, and I just put a tiny hole on there because you don't want all that to be running out, dripping. So just make sure your hole is tiny and control the consistency as you pour out. Just nicely, you want to do it gently as you squeeze, not too much, just a little bit at a time. So make sure your hands are nice and relaxed. There you go. I'll show you shortly the sides so you can see how it's all dripping nicely. Yeah, that's it. Just nice and slow. As you can see there, look at those sides. Or just look at that. The start is a bit messy because I was still getting my consistency right. But look, just look. Oh, wow. Look at that. I think for a first timer, that's just amazing. And now you want to pour the rest that you've got left on the top so you can spread it out. As you can see, I didn't pour it out from the plate because you don't want it running out everywhere and making the cake messy. You use your spatula to just spread it out nicely. Just treat it with care. Just be nice. Oh, just do it nicely, smooth. Now you pop it in the fridge for an hour to an hour and a half so that your ganache can just set. I don't know if I can resist it for an hour because I just want to put it in my mouth. And now you've got your frosting that was left over. You want to put that in a piping bag. We're going to work on the top now. I just want to make it look beautiful, so I'm just going to be doing the top. I've got my nozzle. I've got a medium size. I'm just doing roses, so it depends on how big you want them. You can go for the bigger one or the smaller one. Look at that. Just be gentle. Relaxed hands. Just push it through. Beautiful, beautiful. I have to say so myself for a first time. Look at that. Wow. I just can't wait to taste this cake. You keep rotating. If you can afford it, you buy a rotating stand so it's easy for you to ice. And you want to go around and just have those beautiful roses right around your cake. Gently, nice and slow. Look at that beauty. Almost done. Now putting in the final touches. There it is. And now you've got your Oreo biscuits ready that you'll be putting on top of those beautiful roses. And I was just skipping one, putting on one, skipping the next, just like that. So I don't have too many of them, just crowding everything. So you pop your biscuits all the way right round and just that cherry on top. Look at that small one. Oh, just nice and big. There it is. I'm going to pop another biscuit on the top there. I can't wait to enjoy this. It looks delicious. Now I'm working on the bottom, the sides. I could not waste this icing, so I made sure that I used all of it. So just making those sides beautiful. Look at that. Nice and slow. Just gently, gently do it as you go around. As you go around slowly. You need to be patient. That's the thing with icing. You can't rush it. You need to be patient. Be patient. Look at that. Wow. Mouth watering. I can't wait. I'm just going to grab my knife and I can't wait to cut it and put it on my plate so I can enjoy it with a cup of tea. Oh, that looks beautiful. Yum. Look at that knife just going through. Just look at that. Oh, amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait to enjoy it. I can't wait to have it in my mouth. Just gonna pop it on my plate now and I'll just show you the inside. Looks nice and moist. There it is. Beautiful. Isn't that just beautiful? Now I'll grab my fork and just enjoy it.